Now, originally I was supposed to be doing a Soul Eater video, but some audio correction happened, so you won't see that video. This is technically a part 2, but either part is interchangeable. We're just talking about 2 different anime here. So if you guys do want to see that down the line, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll definitely get that video out for you. But today we're talking about Fire Force and not Soul Eater. With that being said, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, subscribe.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and today we are diving into part 2 of that Soul Eater video. I mentioned in that video we will be doing Fire Force 2, and this is the Fire Force portion of that video. Now, the reason why I decided to combine these 2 videos is simply because it is made by the same very talented Atsushi Okubo, and they sort of have a very small connection to it, and I'll discuss it more at the end of the video, so I won't really have to spoil you guys. And like I said earlier, we're talking about Fire Force. Personally, I have read all of Soul Eater, the manga. I've read all of Fire Force, the manga. So I pretty much know this whole world. I was really impressed by Fire Force just simply because I didn't know that it was going to turn out to be so good. I have my own gripes with the anime, and we'll get to that later in the video. And I feel like the anime itself, even just kind of the stuff that's put in the manga and in the anime, is kind of ruined it for a lot of people. But with that being said, let's go and hop into it. So this story pretty much unfolds in a post-apocalyptic world. You know what I'm saying? You have the remnants of humanity that kind of grapple with the aftermath of the Great Cataclysm, an event that happened 250 years ago. Now, Fire Force made its debut in September of 2015. It also wrapped up in February of 2022 in Kodansha's weekly shonen magazine. Now, the series has a very unique narrative, compelling artwork, and has about 20 million copies in circulation as of May 2022, solidifying its status as one of the best-selling manga series of all time. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but David Production is the one that actually did Fire Force, and they're known for doing JoJo Bizarre Adventure. These guys are the best when it comes to sound production. I think that a lot of different studios don't stand out to me unless it's like Ufotable. You know what I'm saying? They are great with visuals. You got Studio Bones. When I get a Studio Bones anime, I just kind of know that the anime is going to be, you know, at least really, really good quality. Same with Madhouse. I see a Madhouse anime, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be really good, great. But David Production to me stands out solely because of his sound design. They have the most incredible sound effects, and it just really adds a aspect to any anime they're doing. I hope that they do more because they've like done a really good job with Fire Force. They've done a really good job with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, their productions brought life into Fire Force through the anime, and that anime aired from July to December 2019. The second season following suit from July to December 2020. A third season has been announced, which really gets me hyped because I know how the story goes, so I'm really hyped for that. Now, I mentioned earlier that this world is shaped by the Great Cataclysm. It's basically an apocalypse event that engulfed the world in flames, leaving only a few areas able to be livable at this point. The survivors sought refuge in Tokyo, which was like a bastion of stability amongst the chaos, and that led to establishing the Holy Soul Temple and the development of the Amaterasu thermal energy plant. And both of those things played a pivotal role in rebuilding society. Set in the year 198 of Tokyo's solar era, the narrative follows a special fire brigade known as the Fire Force. They combat spontaneous human combustion, and that is a lot of crazy words altogether, but basically they fight people who just blow up and turn into fire monsters. There you have our protagonist, Shinra. He's a 3rd generation pyrokinetic who embarks on a journey with the Special Fire Force Company 8 to unravel the mysteries behind spontaneous human combustion, the White Clad that is a doomsday cult that has very bad plans that's linked to a very ancient being that manipulated humanity during this great cataclysm, and just in itself fighting the essence of human combustion. Now, here's some things that I didn't like about Soul Eater. There's a specific character, and we'll get into characters, but I want to talk about her specifically first because I feel like she is the one I hate in this anime. Maki is the penultimate character that I hate in every anime and manga. She's just there to be fan service. Her literal thing is to basically fall and knock all her clothes up. I hate this character. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to fan service in anime. I'm not saying that at all. I hate the way that her character is portrayed in this anime, in this manga. I haven't read the manga up to that point. I think I watched the anime for like the first 2 seasons, and then I read the manga from then. So I don't know if that happens as much in the manga, but for me, that ruins a lot of this universe. I keep wanting to say Soul Eater, but I'm talking about Fire Force. That to me, she is the character I hate the most because I feel like she's just a useless character. Even in the manga, they try to basically explain in the manga why her abilities is just to fall down and lose all her clothes videos, they tried to explain them. I was not going for none of it. None of it. This actual phenomenon is called the Lucky Lecher syndrome. I hate it. It is the worst running gag in anime. It honestly maybe ruined the anime for me, because I think the anime and the manga are just, they're really good works. I think, to me, this is better than Soul Eater, but I just think that I honestly hate this so much. I hate her character so much. This is reason why Fire Force cannot be put in like a top 10 for me. I really like the animation. I really like the graphics. I really like the pretty much everything I've seen from the sound design, everything. All the other characters are really, really cool, really interesting. But her specifically, even though she really had an interesting look, you know, her ability to have like the cat flames around her, she really looked really interesting. But the fact that she really does nothing throughout the whole series, she's just there as a joke character. And her joke is that she's also like an apprentice nun, but her only joke is that she runs, she's dressed really skimpy, she falls, all her clothes fall off. Ridiculous running gag. Worst running gag in anime. Like, I love the Jesse and James blasting off again. Like, that is 1,000 times better than what's in Fire Force. Now, with that being out the way, man, we can get into the actual good characters. Now, the Special Fire Force, commonly known as Firefighters in our world, was initially established by the members of the Fire Defense Agency, the Army, and the Holy Soul Temple. Comprising of 8 brigades, their primary mission is basically to investigate the, spontaneous human combustion, eliminate infernals, and then providing them with like a prayer to send them on to their next life. We follow Special Company 8. Now, this branch is different because in this one, we have fewer resources and fewer members due to the fact that it was put together very, very fast. While this also shares the mission of hunting down the Infernals, it also takes on the secret additional responsibility of observing other companies for potential traitors. Now, this strategic approach allowed them to discover the White Clad, discover all the corruption inside of the Fire Force companies, and basically why they're the central protagonist group of the anime. Now, we got our main character, I mentioned him earlier, Shinra. His pyrokinesis ability is known as the Devil Footprints. He's basically has a fire feet, which is really, really cool. He joined the Company 8 to basically try to save people. He wants to uncover the truth that basically destroyed his family. There's just some weird stuff going on there. I won't really get into his, I will get into his quote unquote glow up towards the end of the video. Then we got Obi. He's the captain of Company 8. He's basically the role model firefighter. He doesn't have supernatural abilities, but he's just in peak condition. He's a bodybuilder, you know what I'm saying? He's strong. He's a really, really good leader. Then we got Hanawa, second class fire soldier, skilled in manipulating flames through firearms. Really cool character. Your basic stoic, your basic Tenya Ida as an adult. Then we got Maki, who's a former member of the Tokyo Army. Her powers create living fireballs that operate from a projectile weapon. You got Iris. She's a follower of the Holy Soul Temple. The show actually does a lot of religion. It's like religion, army, and firefighters. This is what the show is. But Iris is a sister of the Holy Soul Temple and the Holy Soul Church. Then we have Arthur Boyle. He's kind of oblivious. He has delusions of being a Night King, and he wields the power of plasma through his sword, which he is calling Excalibur. Arthur in itself is a really cool character because he's just oblivious to everything, but he definitely does what he needs to do. But with that being said, guys, okay, one last thing we have to talk about before we end this video. Spoilers for the ending of Fire Force. Shinra actually becomes so OP that he literally creates the Soul Eater universe. Apparently, at the end of the manga, they basically show you that Fire Force takes place all the way before Soul Eater. Soul Eater is a world that is created after Shinra reshaped the world and got rid of the spontaneous human combustion, but also allowed for witches and all this other stuff and powers and stuff to be, like Meisters and death weapons and stuff. He is the creator. He's the god. His main character of this anime is the god of the Soul Eater world. He is the creator. He's the one that created everything, and I feel like it's such a cool twist. This is the reason why these two are some of my favorites, because they connect in a way that a lot of anime just don't. But with that being said, guys, as a little side note, I had to tell you guys that. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. やれやれだぜ。